guys, since we are coming up really quickly on ACT Aspire, I just wanted to go over some extra problems for you to just look at different areas. They're just going to be random, just like ACT Aspire. We never know what they're going to throw at us, and 95% of the time it's going to be a word problem. So in your packet, you should be on the one that begins with a company donates 935 pencils. Okay, a company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils were donated to each classroom and to the library? Okay, first of all, we need to see what math operation are we going to need to do. It says that they had 935 pencils and they divided those evenly among 9 classrooms. So if we're dividing something up, we know that we're going to be doing division. So we take our 935 pencils that we had in all and we divided them into 9 classrooms. 9 will go into 9 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. So we subtract and bring down our next number, which is a 3. 9 won't go into 3, so it will go 0 times. 0 times 9 is 0. We subtract, we still have a 3, and we drop down a 5. 9 will go into 35. How many times? Let's see, 9 will go into 35. 9 will go into 35. 4 would be 36, so that won't work. So I need to use a 3. So 3 times 9 is 27. And I subtract. I can't take 7 from 5, so I'm going to have to borrow. I borrowed a whole multiple of 10, so now this will be 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. So if they divided those evenly to the classrooms, they sent 103 to those classrooms. Okay, so 103. And then it says, how many did they take to the library also? So we know this was classroom, 103 to each classroom. And let's see, 103 times 9, that's 27, that's 2 and 9. So they sent 927 pencils to the classrooms. And if they had 935, and we subtract the 927, we should come out with the same remainder that we came out with when we worked our problem. So can't do that, have to borrow. Borrowed a whole multiple of 10, and 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay, so they sent 8 pencils to the library. Okay, on the next one. Just a moment. All right. The next one says Manny owns 83 sets of basketball cards. Each set has exactly 504 cards. What is the total number of basketball cards that Manny owns? Okay, we know that he has 83 sets, and each set is 500. So he has 504 83 times, because he has 83 sets of them. Okay, we would do 3 times 4 is 12, carry the 1. 3 times 0 is 0, plus the 1 we carried. 3 times 5 is 15. I've already used that, so I'm going to scratch that 1 out. Don't forget, placeholder 0. You're working with the second number, second row, so you need your math to start under the second number. 8 times 4 is 32, carry your 3. 8 times 0 is 0, but the 3 we carried is 3. And 8 times 5 is 40. And then we add those together. So we have 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then a 4. So altogether, Manny owns 41,832 cards. All right, the next one. Now we're working with mixed numbers. The city park is 9 2/5 miles from Roland Elementary School. The city library is 3 3/10 miles from the same school. How much farther from the school is the park than the library? Anytime it says how much farther or how much more, then we know that we are trying to find the difference, and difference means we're subtracting. So if we're subtracting fractions or mixed numbers, it's easier to stack them on top of each other so that you can find common denominators. Okay, now, when you're finding a common denominator, you're trying to find a number that both of your denominators will go into evenly with no remainder. And 5 will go into 5, and it'll go into 10, but 10 won't go into 5, will it? So the common denominator is 10, because 5 will go into 10 and 10 will go into 10. We bring our whole numbers on over because those don't change. And then we're trying to get everything in tenths. That's our common denominator. This one will just transfer over because it was already in tenths. But this one, what would I have to do to 5 to get a 10? I would have had to multiply that by 2, wouldn't I? And if I did that on the bottom, I also would have to do it on top. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, and now I can subtract. We bring that denominator on down. That's why we got it in common, because we're going to keep it. 4 minus 3 is 1. 9 minus 3 is 6. So it's 6 1/10 miles further between the park, excuse me, the school in the park and the library in the park. Okay, Jenny paid $4.16 for a sandwich. She paid 95 cents for a piece of fruit. What is the total amount Jenny paid for the sandwich and the fruit? Okay, if we want to know the total amount of something, we're going to be adding them together. But since we're dealing with money, those are decimal numbers. And anytime you're adding decimal numbers, you can just go ahead and put your decimals all down, and it'll help you so much to see where to put your numbers. So we're adding, and when we add the decimals, we keep them lined up. So we have $4.16. And now, since I've already got my decimals in there, it helps me get it lined up correctly. I had no dollars and 95 cents. Okay, so 6 plus 5 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus the 1 we carried is 11. Carry the 1. 4 plus 0 is 4, plus the 1 we carried is 5. So in total, Jenny paid $5.11. All right, number 5. We're still working with fractions. Randa ate 3/8 of a pizza, and Marvin ate 1/4 of the same pizza. What fraction of the pizza did Randa and Marvin eat? Okay, well, let's see. If we were going to see how much they ate together, we would be adding. So we know we're adding fractions, so we're going to stack those on top of each other. And anytime we're adding fractions, they have to have a common denominator. So I'll look at the little one. Okay, 4 will go into 4, and 4 will also go into 8. So 8 is my common denominator. Okay, this one was already in 8s, so we'll keep that numerator. What would I have to do to 4 to get 8? I would have had to multiply that by 2 to get 8. And if I did that down there, I also have to do it up here. So 1 times 2 is 2. And now I can add because they have the same denominator. We keep that common denominator that we got. 3 plus 2 is 5. So altogether, Randa and Marvin ate 5/8 of the pizza.